way. And when I saw the original production in London, I just was like, this is just so expansive, and the distance between the visual spectacle and the intimacy of what's actually happening and the intricacy of the friendships and relationships. For anyone who loves musicals and who loves this musical and the origin of it, he's the man who
Totally agree.
has knocked it out of the park.
First of all, I just want to say I saw the movie, I love it. I love your work as Fiyero. And I'm a big fan of musicals, so thank you.
What's your favourite musical?
I gotta say, A Chorus Line. It's
Oh
a big
my
one for
goodness me, what a good shout. Michael Bennett.
Yeah, I love it.
Me too.
And I have something to say for the final of the interview, but I need to start.
Okay.
The fans have been waiting for this adaptation for so long. And some people said that was an impossible play to adapt for film.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts in the early stages of the production? I mean, did it ever cross your mind the thought of this is a lot?
I think that I thought John Chu, what's amazing is that he saw the out of town tryout for Wicked in its very first iteration. And he saw it and he thought, this is incredibly cinematic. And I don't think it could have been directed by any other director in this way. And when I met him, before I'd been offered the part, we chatted for about 2 hours, and he showed me a sort of a mood board of all the different ways in which he felt that the themes resonated with modern day, but also with nature, with magic. And it was dark, and it was he was interested in the pain of these characters and the humanity within it. And I think that instinct that he had all those years ago about this being a brilliant film is the same instincts that I think we've all had along the way. And when I saw the original production in London, I just was like, this is just so expansive, and the distance between the visual spectacle and the intimacy of what's actually happening and the intricacy of the friendships and relationships meant that I think, unbeknownst to me, I'd had an instinct on Fiyero anyway. So yeah, basically the answer to that is John Chu realised it, like that it was never not going to be something special.
Job, yeah.
Totally. And my gosh, like for anyone who loves musicals and who loves this musical and the origin of it, he's the man who
Totally agree.
has knocked it out of the park. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about the decision of singing live.
Yeah.
Especially because of the technical implications
Yeah.
decisions comes with. Obviously, you can say that probably for acting purposes, it's the best decision. But what was on your mind on your cruise when you made that decision?
Well, you know, with Dancing Through Life, in the original cast recording, it's very there's a very strict sort of rhythm to it as it goes in, and I just thought, how do we in the film version show that Fiyero is going to mess around with all sort of structure and every single rule. And in order to do that, it had to be incredibly playful at the beginning. And as he was rallying people, he needed to be surprising. And so it wouldn't have worked unless it was live, because I think with Fiyero, all he wants to do is to whip up a frenzy in the people around him.
Totally.
And in order to do that, you have to be completely in the moment. So the singing live, I think, allowed for a different type of introduction into that song. And also you had to be as playful as you possibly could be. So I think it was a really brilliant decision. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. We know that one of the most famous lines of Wicked is, "Because I knew you, I haven't changed for good." So I just want to know, whether it's in this movie or in your career in general, who's one person that you can say that changed you for the better?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I immediately think of all my teachers, but really for me, it's my agent, Nicky Van Gelder, who I met when I was 15, who I've been with for, 21 years, who has been an Elphaba to me in terms of going, I understand that there's this, we're going to be paving a different path, but she always had confidence when I couldn't only have dreamed of experiencing being able to play these roles that I have been recently. And it's a testament to having someone who just goes, so what? And why not? And to have someone do that is completely game changing. And in any moments where I've wanted to, be bolder and to just live my life in the way that I want to live it, she's been there every step of the way. And I think the older I get, the more I realize how rare that is, but also how special it is, and also how easy it is to do that for other people. And I think that's what Fiyero does to Elphaba. And I think that's where the power of the story lies, in their relationship.
Well, thanks for sharing, man, and
Thank
you
you.
for
That's
your
an
time.
amazing question.
It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.